Well, people, no one has told us to review an animated movie, so we're reviewing an animated movie.
Woohoo!
Starring one of my nemesis, Will
What?
Forte.
Oh, yeah, he's in there.
Who did
Okay.
you think I was talking about?
I don't know.
So anyway, this movie, Lewis and the Aliens. Wait a minute. This isn't What Justin Wants month. Oh, that's almost that's almost the rest of the year. So, Kay, give a review of the movie.
Hmm. So let's see. Lewis is a boy in grade school, I would think. 12 years old, maybe sixth grade.
Um,
13, how old was he?
well, he
Somewhere in
knows how to
there.
use an oven and
And
the
his
stove.
mom had died.
Hmm.
And his dad was a scientist or a researcher looking to prove that aliens did exist on the planet Earth. So he didn't really spend a lot of time with his son. So his
Or
son,
being a father, or well, being somewhat of a human being.
yeah, he was more into sleeping and researching the skies,
He was sleeping all day and
up all night searching the skies.
listening to like radio transmissions because like 30 years ago it moved a little bit, so he was like, there's life on Earth, there's life on other planets.
So he made a lot of equipment, and after his wife died, then he really didn't know what to do with Lewis.
Equipment, he made a radio thing to monitor.
Yeah, it said when aliens were present and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much from a radio.
Okay,
Oh, and a telescope, I guess.
that telescope is huge.
Hmm.
So he didn't really get involved with Lewis in school or growing up and such. Lewis tried to do the best he could, and the kids in the neighborhood would always play gags on his dad to like get him to be considered, strange, out of it, loopy.
His house looked like the house that a conspiracy theorist would live in.
Right. But anyway, so then the school was this ice cream truck was always around at
No,
the
this ice cream man.
at
That's what he
the
sounded
grade
like, right?
school, yeah, the grade school, in the neighborhoods, the parks, wherever the kids were. And
Apologies to all people from North Dakota for my terrible accent.
hmm,
See, now I just confused everybody.
were you speaking like North Dakotan? Whatever.
Nope.
Somebody from North Dakota. Okay, so then
Okay, that was my Hungarian
this
accent.
one girl that he kind of liked, she was trying to get anything published in the school newspaper.
She was one of those, like, she was one of those
Always
journalists.
asking.
Yeah, she was like asking opinion questions.
And Lewis hardly had an opinion. And her
It's
camera,
like you with our early reviews.
yeah, and her camera person, the young lady that was supposed to, she always messed up with the cameras and everything
Mm-hmm.
else. So,
Because she was recording it with like a cell phone.
right, she was recording herself instead of
At
what
least
was in
she knew.
front.
At least she knew to do land. At least she knew to do landscape, not
You can do
not slim.
you do portrait and then you can turn it to landscape. When
I,
you click on it to make it bigger,
it just annoys me when I know videos on YouTube are trying to do that because it's
uh,
like Vine, but
I don't know what Vine means.
or TikTok. I mean,
Mm, okay.
it's stuff for people who think YouTube is passe, and they're right. But anyway, what? I'm not monetized.
So
I can talk
then,
crap about them.
then Lewis actually, while his dad is asleep at the telescope, he saw something come in. He ran to the window and saw it land.
Are we going to mention why they landed?
For what was it called? That massager? What was it called? Do you remember?
No.
I'd like to ask you what it was.
I don't know what it was.
Well, these aliens that were in the spaceship or the space planet, the space, whatever it
It
was
looked like a
called,
cruise. It
like a
was,
cruise ship for
yeah.
aliens.
Basically, if you can imagine, well, kind of like Wall-E, but kind of imagine if the Hindenburg was a spaceship.
A cruise ship in space.
Hmm.
So they kept getting into American TV, and this one lady was on there.
Like
Oh, you just
a
have to
knock,
get
like the
this.
either the Home Shopping Network or a knockoff Home Shopping
It was
Network.
something that massaged your body.
Yeah, they.
Ooper duper looper thingy jobber. I don't know what it was called. So they had to have it.
And
So,
as we all know, as seen on TV stuff always works.
well, it did to them. So they
If
had to
that
come to
existed,
Earth.
I'd buy you that for your birthday.
No, thank you. They had to get to Earth to order this.
With one of them being Will Forte, kind of talking like this.
He was the like banana with the one eye, right? Like a minion. Wasn't he one eye?
He kind of looked like Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch, but I think they were maybe trying to go for Jim Parsons' character in Home.
Hmm, I don't know. I don't know.
My
So
hands
here
are
they
in the
go.
air, and I do not care.
So they land on Earth.
Which, according to some racist a-holes on YouTube, says that is a stereotypical that is stereotypical wording of Asian people.
Okay, are we done with that?
You don't believe me, do you?
I don't want to listen to it.
Okay. And I'm out.
Okay. So he goes over and the people are afraid of him, he's afraid of them,
Well, there's three of them.
but he takes them home and then the Giga
No, he takes them to a barn.
they were by a barn.
They put the
They put the
spaceship in
spaceship
the
in the
barn,
barn.
and then they don't go to his house, they go to the next door neighbor's house. Or across the
They,
street.
no, they went to his house first. Oh, because they wanted TV. So he took them over to the neighbor's house. And the
Plus, they
neighbors
were.
were gone, except for the son was still there.
And these aliens these aliens are pretty much like Jello, where they can like go through
Skinny spaces.
like the mail thing.
The mail slot in the
Yeah.
door. And we found out quickly that all they had to do was eat a hair of somebody and they would magically just turn into that person.
I don't know if they had to eat a hair because there were some where they just like transformed and became them. So maybe they just had to like look at them.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe that was it.
So his mom and dad with the eyes. You couldn't tell it
Yeah,
wasn't your mom and dad?
you
Whoa.
could. Oh, I'm sorry. You know how this world has all of those famous people that have just one big eye in the center.
And then they were fighting over who was going to be the housekeeper.
Yeah.
You both can be the housekeeper.
And who was the wife or something?
Yeah. But he found out from the principal that he was going to be reviewed by this lady that supposedly ran a lost
Basically, an orphanage.
house, a school, whatever.
And this one was, God, what was the name of that character?
The lady?
No, the actress.
Oh, I don't know.
Same girl.
Oh,
She was the mother in the Back to the Future movies. Leah Thompson.
Thompson, yeah. Leah, I was thinking Leah Hope, but Leah Thompson.
I was thinking Leah Michelle from Glee. I was thinking, well, she's in this? I'm like, which character is she? I'm like, oh, her.
So he used the aliens. So what they did is they took the house number, the nameplate, everything off of his yuck house and put it on the other house.
The conspiracy theory shack.
And of course, the ice cream man shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady has an eyedropper, so she's trying to get tears from all of the really sad, lonely kids.
Do you want to reveal why or no?
Oh, that's up to you. Should we?
It's what Kay wants month.
I know, but you never let me go that far.
It's what, yeah, I
So
have with
she,
bad
that's
movies.
how she bases her kids as to who gets into this orphanage school, lost souls, sad kids,
Hmm.
whatever. And you find out from the ice cream man what actually who she is.
You also find out about the ice cream man.
Yeah. Hmm.
So,
So what happens then is she finds out, so then they start running away from her. They can't get to the spaceship, so they go back to his house. They use the satellite that his dad uses, beams up and talks to their cruise ship spaceship to come to a certain point. So they have to go and get to the highest point. So then,
which is on top of like some mountain.
right, and it's a lonely. They just did a school trip there,
Oh, okay.
and so they can't drive, even though the little guy says he can, but he can't. So they get the son, and the mom and dad tell him, "You're driving. We're taking a family trip right now." And
Okay,
he
I can't
opens the
drive,
door.
but
He
okay.
opens the door and he sees Lewis, and he's like, "Why is he going?" He's going. So while they were talking to their cruise ship,
There's some stuff
he was
you
packing some things up
there's some
because he
stuff
was going to
you
go
yeah.
go
He was gonna
to
go
outer
live with the
space.
aliens.
Yeah.
Are you gonna mention that it was Lewis's birthday?
Oh, he baked his own cake. I forgot what it was, chocolate chip or raisin or something that his
Yeah, it
mom
was like
always
chocolate,
made.
yeah, chocolate raisin, something like
His
that.
mom always made that. His
And
dad
his dad could not have
completely
given less of a care.
he completely forgot about it. Everything else, yeah, blah 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 blah.
I
Poor
don't
kid.
always fall into the deadbeat dad. I don't always. A lot of people say like, "Oh, all movies make the dad look like they're the worst person." I don't always agree with that. Oh my god, this is the anthem for the deadbeat dad.
So
I need to show
anyway,
this.
he turns it around.
I need to
Okay.
show this to Double Toasted because one of the guys hates the quote unquote Disney dad, like the overworking dad who isn't around for his kid.
Like this
His head
movie.
will explode watching
Like
this.
this movie. Okay. So anyway,
But this guy had no excuse. He wasn't working financially.
the lady that's trying to gather his tears and the principal who actually remember the beauty salon that they snuck into.
Oh yeah, they like made him bald or something, or
They put
a
a bald
reverse mohawk.
yeah, and then the other lady, she got all this, black and gray and white
Hmm.
or whatever, like Cruella, but really like.
And at the shop, or
Another lady says, "Oh, I want my hair like hers."
while they
It's
were
like,
at a grocery store, this character was like eating 2-liter sodas, not drinking it, eating
eating them.
it with the package in.
Yeah,
Like ate like 7 of them, and then like,
yeah. He kind of expanded and then made this little girl cry.
mm-hmm.
So then, okay, so they get in the car. They got the son driving of the neighbor across the street. And then she gets in the car. She crashes. So then she gets into a delivery van. And the guy, she's like, move over because he wouldn't go speeding. And she's like whipping around. And you see everyone going back and forth, back
It's
and
sleep
forth.
tablets, people. So don't think I'm weird.
So then she bangs into them and he keeps driving and driving and they get to the top of the mountain and then the ice cream guy shows up.
Oh,
So are we going to talk about the ice cream guy?
are we gonna
He's
mention that the 2 girls were in the car? Are you?
what, two girls? Oh yes, they showed up. They snuck in. The one that's always doing like, what's your opinion on the street, and the
Mm-hmm.
camera girl, and she's like, are you getting this, are you getting this, and she's like, yeah, I'm getting this,
Oh wait, my
and
camera's
then
at my cell phone's at 2%.
she loses. Well, that was in the bus, and then
No, that was
I thought
in the
she
car
had a
ride.
camera
No, it was a
when she
cell
okay
phone.
when she got
Remember?
up there, whatever, she lost the cell
Portrait
phone.
landscape.
Yeah, so they get to the top of the mountain and then they find out who the ice cream man is. He's been chasing this lady of lost or gathering sad tears because on she's an alien because on her planet by gathering all these tears they keep young or something, wasn't it? So then the guy that's the ice cream truck
Better
man,
than Mars Needs Mom and Pan.
he's like an octopus or something. He's got
Yeah,
a lot of legs.
he's Octoman. Hey! Oh, no, wait, you wouldn't like that
So
movie. It's
he's
PG.
trying to capture her. So that's why he was always around the school and the park and in the neighborhoods
Yeah,
and everything.
he wasn't really an ice cream man, like, and when you went in, when there were parts where you kind of saw, like, behind him, he had, like, a bunch of, like, security cameras,
Yeah,
like he was in, like, security at a Las Vegas casino.
yeah. He was watching her every move because he wanted to capture her.
Hmm.
So everybody was at the disadvantage except for Lewis. Lewis was trying to get away and help everybody, and he was trying to go with the aliens. And then she kept following him. He kept grabbing the gun, but he was not quick enough to zap her to freeze
Oh,
her.
yeah. Oh, have you mentioned how the dad went with him? Or went with the other family because
Yeah,
they thought he was the kid, the aliens were kidnapping the kid?
yeah,
Okay.
and his kid.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So then she finally got frozen. Oh, yay. Saved the
Nice
day.
to meet you.
And then
Come on, you do a
he.
Mr. Freeze pun.
Ice tomato.
Say it.
I'm the ultimate man.
That's not what I said.
I know, that's okay.
What I said was, I'm the ultimate cool.
Cool. I thought you said ghoul. And I wasn't going to say that I'm a ghoul, goblin, whatever.
How is that a nice pun to say
Anyway,
ghoul?
anyway, so they tie her up. He's taking her back to his planet for a trial.
Lilo and Stitch.
And then the
Something in my
father
throat.
starts paying attention. They clean up his house, they paint it, and everything is
Well,
cool.
those are in the credits, and at that point he realizes what kind of a
Douchebag.
non-dad he is.
Yeah, something like that. It wasn't that bad.
And most
I
of
had a
this
couple
clean and most of
laughs.
the repair stuff is in the credits.
Yeah. So what did you think of it?
Well, if their goal was to make the was to really make us root for the
Kid?
no, to root for the dad.
No, we were rooting for Lewis.
No, I mean, like, to keep his son. If that was the goal, they failed for like 90% of the movie.
Yeah. But then his dad wrote another book and then he was signing it at book releases
Hmm.
and all of that. So life became good again.
But still, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I was like, when Lewis said, I want to go live with you guys, I'm like, yeah, go. What are you
Yeah.
missing here on
And then the
Earth?
dad did have a tear.
What are you missing on Earth? You're missing a home that's about to be foreclosed on.
But they
Or
turned
maybe
it
it's all
around.
or maybe it was already foreclosed.
But they turned it around.
That house would not pass
They
safety
turned it around and
inspections.
then it became a happy movie,
Hmm.
happy ending. Anyway, I thought it was on my list from last year, I think, and so we got to watch it. So I don't think it was all that bad.
Will Forte was not as
You
annoying
didn't
as he
want a
could have been.
2 hour movie, so
Yeah. And I also didn't want another drama because, well, okay, Captain Marvel was kind of a comedy, but I wanted some variety. Fun fact, people, we were originally
me
going to
too.
do Jim Wynorski month,
Ugh.
where it was going to feature, like, two of his, like, family films and, like, one of his action films and, like, two of his, like, comedy films.
Mm.
So that way there would have been some variety, but then I was like, enough people say I own too much of this channel, even though it's my name, but whatever.
That's fine.
So it's now What Kay Wants month. Join us next time when...
Don't I get one more?
What? You want to talk about the movie, or...
No, I get one more movie for What Kay Wants
I
month.
think you get 3 more movies.
Oh, I thought we watched 2 already. Captain and
March has
Lewis.
5 weeks.
Ah,
Join us next time.
March Madness month.
Join us
Yay.
when both of us next time feel something.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
need.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.